Assalamualaikum and hi. Today our group 6 we're gonna present about factors that affect rate of reaction in chemistry. Let's go. What is rate of reaction? The rate of reaction is the changes in the quantity of the reactant per unit time or the changes in the quantity of product per unit time. There is 4 factors that affecting the rate of reaction. As you can see, we are gonna learn 2 of it. There is temperature and catalyst. So, how the temperature affecting rate of reaction? Most of reaction occur faster at high temperature. There is rate of reaction increase with increasing temperature. Effect of temperature on rate of reaction experiment. There is aim, problem statement, hypothesis, and 3 different variables that you may pause the video to read them all. The material that we're going to use is 0.2 mol VMQ sodium thiosulfate solution, 1 mol VMQ sulfuric acid, white paper pen A mark X at the center, and the apparatus is listed below. And this is the procedure of the experiment that you may pause this video again and read it. The apparatus are set as shown in the diagram. You're gonna need to keep swirling the solution until it turns out to be like this in the diagram that's shown. This is the result about the experiment. The conclusion of the experiment is the higher the temperature of the sodium thiosulfate solution, the shorter the time taken for the AHMAD to disappear from view. Hence, the hypothesis can be accepted.
How does presence of catalyst affects the rate of reaction? Catalysts are chemical substances that alter the rate of chemical reactions without undergoing any chemical changes at the end of the reaction. Although the chemical properties of the catalyst does not change, but its physical properties can change.
Effect of adding catalyst to increase rate of reaction is aimed to investigate the effect of catalyst on the rate of reaction. Problem statement: how does the presence of catalyst affect the rate of reaction? Hypothesis: presence of catalyst increases the rate of reaction.
You can stop the video for a while to read the variables, materials, and apparatus.
For you to follow and run the experiment. The apparatus should be set up like this. The observation of the test tube is listed in the box below. The result of this experiment is listed down below in the box. The conclusion of the experiment is the higher the quantity of catalyst, the higher the rate of reaction. So, let's see how much do you understand about this presentation. Let's answer some questions. Let's go! Question number 1. Diagram 4.1 shows the setup of apparatus to study the rate of reaction between hydrochloric acid with sodium thiosulfate solution. In this reaction, a 250 cm3 conical flask contains 50 cm3 of 0.1 mol DMQ sodium thiosulfate placed on a white paper marked with an DX sign. 5.0 cm3 of 2.0 mol DM3 hydrochloric acid was added to the sodium thiosulfate solution and the mixture is swirled. At the same time, the stopwatch was started. The time taken as you and the X sign is no longer visible is recorded. 2 experiments are carried out and table 4.2 shows the temperature and the result of each experiment. In this reaction, a precipitate is formed. State the name and the color of this precipitate. In the equation, we can see that sulfur produced in a solid form and the color of sulfur are yellow.
B. Calculate the mass of the precipitate formed in the experiment. The answer you will get after calculating are 0.16 gram. We can get the answer by using those formula. Question C1. Which experiment has a higher rate of reaction? C2. Based on the collision theory, explain your answer in C1. The answer for number 1 is experiment 2.
2. Temperature in experiment 2 is higher because particle move faster. That means frequency of collision between S2O32 and H+ is higher. D. Predict the time taken when X sign is no longer visible in experiment 1 when 250 cm3 conical fluid is replaced with 100 cm3 conical fluid.
The answer is below than 25 seconds. It is because when the room for particles decreases, it makes the frequency of collision increase and decrease the time taken when X sign is no longer visible.
Question 2. 3 experiment 1, 2 and 3 are carried out to investigate the factors affecting the rate of reaction. Table 5 shows the reactions involved in the experiment, while diagram 5 shows the result of experiment 1, 2 and 3.
State one factor that affect the rate of reaction. The answer is temperature. B1. Why the curve 2 is steeper than curve 1? B2. Suggest one way to obtain curve 3 other than by adding copper to sulfate in experiment 3 without changing the volume and concentration of sulfuric acid. The answer for B1 is because rate of reaction for experiment 2 is higher than experiment 1, while the answer for B2 increase the temperature of solution. C. Explain why the total volume of hydrogen gas released in experiment 2 is double that of experiment 1. The answer is because hydrochloric acid is a monopropyl acid while sulfuric acid is a diproteic acid. The number of moles of H+ ion in experiment 2 is double.
Based on experiment 2, write the chemical equation for the reaction occurred. The answer as shown below. D2. Calculate the volume total of hydrogen gas released. The answer of the equation is 60 cm3. E. If the change in mass of magnesium during the reaction is measured, plot the graph of mass of magnesium against time obtained for experiment 1. You will get the answer of the mass magnesium decreased during the reaction.
That's all from us. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you.